Hey guys, thanks for joining me today. This is Frozen from Outdoor Adventures, and today we're going to take a look at the REI Quarter Dome 2. I purchased this a couple months ago, and I've been wanting to do a review on this for a while now, but I didn't have any time to actually test it in the field, and I wanted to give you guys an unbiased and honest review with my experiences with this tent. So far I've used this tent twice now. Both were in rainy situations. The one out in the mountains quite recently was very heavy rain. First, we're going to take a look at the pack size compared to a 32-ounce Nalgene bottle to give you kind of an idea of what you're looking at as far as storage space goes. Now, the bag that it comes with is a lot bigger than it needs to be. For some reason, and I'm thinking that REI decided that to use the same bag for the 1, 2, and the Quarter Dome 3, you have a lot of extra room that isn't really needed in this bag. So you can kind of see it now compared to the Nalgene bottle. Okay, so it is rather fluffy. Right now this tent goes for $200 at REI because of the anniversary sale that's going on, and I believe you still get the extra 20% off. Don't quote me on that. So this is actually a really good time to buy it if you're going actually looking for a new backpacking tent. It weighs in at 3.9 pounds, which is actually it's almost a pound lighter than the T1, the last year's model that this replaced. The floor area for this tent is 28.7 square feet, and it is freestanding, and freestanding, I'm going to say it's technically freestanding. So without further ado, let's get this tent set up. Okay, so let's get in and take a look at this. Okay, so now we're in the Quarter Dome. And like I said, this is the Quarter Dome 2. REI also makes it in a solo version, a one-person version, a two-person version, and a three-person version. And like I said, I believe they use the same stuff sack for all three types of tents, which is why it makes it so big. You're given 8 J stakes, and I suggest getting 2 more and or replacing them because they are a bit heavy. A package of MSR groundhogs would be perfect for this scenario. You have 2 doors, one on each side. You have 2 top pockets, 1 side pocket, and a hanging loop for like a lantern or whatever you wanted to do. This tent has lasted really good in the rain. I've went on 2 trips, and it just happens that both trips have been in the rain. One was up in the Laurel Highlands in southern Pennsylvania near Ohio Pile, off of the Laurel Highlands hiking trail. We were staying in Ohio Pile in the mountains, and it literally downpoured on us. It was thunder, there was lightning. There wasn't that much wind, so I can't vouch for the wind yet, but we probably saw gusts up to maybe 10 miles per hour, 15 max. And the tent held up great with no guy lines. So as long as you stake out your tent, I think you'll be fine. I'm pretty darn happy with the tent. The only thing that I do not like about this tent is the bathtub floor. So you can see it isn't really a bathtub floor, as it has seams the whole way. So don't plan on camping inside of a puddle. Now I'm assuming the seams are tape sealed, so you won't have to worry about it. Just don't plan on camping in a puddle. Look out. Make sure you set camp in a place that's not going to have a river coming down through you, or through your campsite, and you should be fine. The floor is actually a 30 denier fabric, and we have basically the whole tent is nearly all mesh, as you can see. What else? We have 28.7 square feet of floor space in here, which should be more than ample for one person in here. Definitely one person. I had my dog in here last time with me, and I left all my gear in here as well. 2 people I wanted to try. I do have My girlfriend coming down a little bit to show everybody what two people look like in this small backpacking tent. Usually what REI does, or usually what all tent manufacturers do, if it's sold as a lightweight backpacking tent, they're gonna size it to cuddle and not for comfort. And what I mean by that is, if you're not okay cuddling with your best friend, then you probably want to get the next tent size up, which would be the 3-person for this. But if you're bringing your girlfriend and you don't mind cuddling, or she doesn't have cooties, then this might work for you. Like I said, I usually go with my dog, and I like to leave my equipment inside the tent, so this works out perfect for me. It's the perfect size, and I have no complaints about it. I have plenty of room, plenty of storage. Pocket organization is exactly where I need it, so I have no complaints. Let's get the rain fly on, and I will show you how that looks. Okay, you can see we have the rain fly on. One of the cool things about this tent is it actually has a window in the back of it for ventilation. You can open it up from inside the tent. You don't have to get out. Or, during cold weather, it helps with condensation. You can close it in a rainstorm if it's blowing inside your tent. It's just a great way to get increased airflow throughout this tent in humid, rainy, and cold weather. It's really one of my favorite things about the tent. And the fact that you can open it up inside is always a plus. And it looks like my girlfriend's home, so she will be joining us shortly, and we'll show you what it looks like on the inside. Okay, as you guys can see, there's plenty of room for one person and extra gear storage right now, but let's add a second person. Okay, Lindsay, meet everybody. Everybody meet Lindsay.
Hello.
So what do you think? Is this a 2-person tent?
I think there's plenty of room, but not for our packs or anything.
Right, so the packs would have to go underneath the vestibules, which are located on either side of the tent and the doors. And like I said before, this is more of a cuddle 2-person tent. You're not going to want to be this close with your buddy, especially if your buddy happens to be Josh and he snores like a grizzly bear. But yeah, no complaints. I like it. I can fit me and my girlfriend and possibly the dog at our feet. And do you have anything to add? No?
I'm comfy.
All right, then get out. So all in all, guys, it is a great tent, and especially right now with that anniversary sale that's going on, it's definitely well worth the money. Originally I was looking at the Fly Creek UL2 by Big Agnes, and I decided against it because the Outdoor Gear Lab actually gave that tent a very bad durability review. And the comparable tent from last year, the T2, Quarter Dome T2, was given a halfway decent rating by the same website. So all in all, I decided to use my my annual my rebate, my 20% off, and my dividend, and I purchased this tent. And like I said, with it being $100 off right now with the 20%, it's a great buy. Rain protection is excellent. Wind protection, I'm going to say it's fairly decent. Like I said, I can't vouch for that. Just the way that it's staked down and the way that it's guyed out and how the aerodynamics look on the tent, I can pretty much say it's going to last you for 3 seasons. Now, it's definitely not a 4-season tent. I wouldn't want to hit any ice with this or have any snow pile up on it, but it may last you in some very light snow as well. I was completely comfortable in this tent. I had no problems with it. Just clear your campsite off, get the footprint, and no issues. Thanks for joining me, guys. I'm Frozen with Outdoor Adventures, and I really hope this review helped you. And with that in mind, be safe, stay smart, and I'll see you on the trail.